bitcoinsoul.org, bitcoinseoul.org, the Asian Whale Club. For active Bitcoin investors with over 50 Bitcoin, we help you protect and grow your Bitcoin if you're a whale. Okay, how do you know 3 seconds before anyone else does whether the price of Bitcoin is going to go up or down, whether you should go long or short? First, you start here. CoinMarketCap. You go to CoinMarketCap, you get a list of all the biggest exchanges. Whatever the biggest exchanges do, the rest of them follow. Bitfinex is the biggest, but BitThumb is a major player, even though it's number 6. I'll tell you why. Well, I'll tell you why right now. Bitcoin was super big in China, but now that China's on lockdown, BitThumb in Asia. Notice how only Japan. This is the only one in Japan, and this is the only one in Korea. Everybody else is not in Asia. So during Asia daylight hours, when America's asleep and Europe's asleep, guess what? BitThumb and Bitflyer rule the world. Whatever happens on BitThumb and Bitflyer is what happens to the rest of these boys. Does that make sense now? So if BitThumb, Bitcoin price goes up, so does everybody else's price. They just have to follow. Right now, everybody's awake because it's 10 a.m. Korea time, so it's 9 p.m. 9 p.m. New York time. So that's why you have Bitfinex and Bitstamp and as the number 1 leader in volume right now. So this will flip-flop depending on time of day. Got it? Okay. So let's see what would happen if America and Europe is asleep. This happens. This is BitThumb that you saw. Okay. What ends up happening? These are the orders that are awaiting processing. And this is how you know. Look. Okay. So you have 13. So not right now, but imagine in about 4 hours when it's 3 a.m. in New York and it's midnight in California, when American volume dies down and BitThumb goes up. Let's say BitThumb goes to the number 1 spot like this, replacing Bitfinex at the top. What will happen is an order like this, 13 Bitcoin order, the moment it approaches the gavel, it will drive the price of Bitcoin up by 13 Bitcoin. It'll just go boonk, and price of Bitcoin will go bloop. And when it does go up this much, what happens is all the rest of these boys have to follow. So that's what we're looking at. It's getting closer. You see that? This 13 Bitcoin deal is getting closer to consummation. And right behind it, we do have some volume back here. It's not a lot, but often, because Korea's got so much money, Korea's got literally just disgusting amounts of money, super high net worth individuals that are beyond, we just got another 10. So it's not uncommon to see 200 Bitcoin on one of these lines, just wanting to go through the system. 200 disappeared. You see that? Interesting, isn't it? So, and here, if there's a big 200 Bitcoin order that just keeps sliding down closer to the gavel, and then finally gets here and hits the gavel, the price of Bitcoin goes and drops. Okay, that only applies when BitThumb is number 1 here. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, what about this? This is what happens when I gotta close this line, hide all. Sorry. Hide my Telegram contacts. Okay. This is the order book for BitMEX. BitMEX is an options trading platform that allows you to leverage your money 100 times. So what you can do, we have our money leveraged 25 times just to give us a 4% margin of error. So what you can do is you can buy large amounts of Bitcoin using very little amounts of Bitcoin. In our case, we only take about 4% equity on the amounts that we borrow. And then we push it through the system. What does it mean to push through the system? Watch. I'm going to show you an order that is going to rock the system. Let me find it first. Okay, found it. Now, bear in mind, this is a small number. Normally, orders that really rock the system are $5, $6 million, or $10 million orders. This is just a $1 million order. You see that? 1,113,676. This number, as it gets closer to the gavel, when we're going to get closer to the buy and sell point, what ends up happening is if this gets bought, if the red people buy this green order, wow, all of a sudden you're going to have $100,000 worth. Okay, so this website is this website. See that? This website is this website. So this is the chart for these orders. So once the deal gets done, you'll see this go bloop and go up. $1 million worth of Bitcoin will just go whoop, all of a sudden. So that's why you see these sudden spikes and sudden drops. They're not hey, let's get 10 million people to suddenly coordinate selling Bitcoin. That'd be smart. That'd be so much fun. Okay, guys, get on your Nextel walkie-talkies and go sell. That's not what happens. What ends up happening is one or two people controlling the lion's share of the money. Where'd it go? That $1 million deal is... Anyway, you see what I'm saying? That $1 million deal is what drives this up. And if that same $1 million deal was on this side and it started going up the system, in, closer to the gavel, then, and it got processed and actually got sold, that's what would drive the price down. So you're looking at this order book all day long, and kind of like in the Matrix where you see that green code screen, and you can see, oh wow, Neo's fighting Mr. Smith. So that's exactly what's happening. And so we just end up staring at this and this. Right now, obviously, BitThumb is irrelevant because it's got such small volume, but wait until America goes to sleep. Wait until Europe is asleep, and this will be the only exchange that matters. These numbers will be the only numbers that matter. Well, 9 Bitcoin is going to sell. So that's it. If you need help managing your Bitcoin and protecting your Bitcoin and growing your Bitcoin, contact us. If you need D3 miners, contact us. If you need OTC Bitcoin purchases, contact us. We have connections for all of that. We can refer you to the best people for over-the-counter Bitcoin buys of over